freedom is here is that you're welcoming Kenyans and everyone to criticize the government.
Absolutely.
As you go about your work. And there are those who felt that your speech did not rise to that occasion and moment, in that there was a lot of still hitting back at the exiting administration at the time. Of course, now former President Uhuru Kenyatta was seated there, but going back to all of the ills that you had time over and over again during the campaign spoke to, but that in this occasion where you have taken oath of office, you are now in power, whether it was then the time to still go back to those things as opposed to speak to the what you promised and how you intend to roll that out. So what do you tell those who say it did not meet that moment?
Thank you, Sophia. You know, the problem we have with this country is that many Kenyans are allergic to the truth. And they would rather bury their heads in the sand and confront the truth. That was a very momentous occasion. And there was an air of freedom. And it was necessary to indeed confirm to the people of Kenya that they are free. You know, I don't know whether you are aware of the old adage about the chicken that is normally tied for a long time. And when it's untied, it doesn't know that it's indeed free. Someone needs to kick the chicken.
So you're saying in that moment you still were in campaign mode?
Many Kenyans were not believing that freedom is here. And as a leader, it was my responsibility to announce to the people of Kenya that freedom is here. You know, Sophia, for the last 5 years, Kenya had turned into a police state. And it was necessary to be very truthful to the people of Kenya and tell them that never again will the people of Kenya feel so stifled that they cannot breathe. It was necessary.
To your point, is you sold that as a messaging. Seeing that you won the election, it means majority of those you sold that to bought it and elected you into office. So here you are, you've taken oath of office. So is there a need to still go back to that?
Oh yes, you know, Sophia, the truth is sacred and it must be said. When I say that we have inherited a dilapidated economy, I know many people who are in the previous administration who don't like it, but that is the truth.
All right.
And many people, including the outgoing administration, had a problem with me because of being a truthful leader who speaks the truth and his mind from his heart. And that will inform my leadership for the next 5 years. I will be very truthful to the people of Kenya because it's important that you speak truthfully and you don't, hide things from the people of Kenya when you are a leader.
Fair enough.
So I needed to tell the people of Kenya that we made many promises and we are going to keep those promises.
Okay.
But I was asking for patience on their part because on starting to have meetings with officials from the Treasury, the situation was worse than we had anticipated. And the people of Kenya needed to know that we have found coffers that are empty and we can move, and we need to figure out how to start moving so that the country doesn't get into an economic shutdown. And that truth, bitter as it is to the outgoing administration, needed to be said. I needed to tell the people of Kenya on behalf of my boss, President William Ruto, and assure them, because it was important on such an important day, because freedom is in the Constitution, that our administration will never, I repeat, will never use the criminal justice system to manage politics. We shall manage politics the conventional way, through engagement, persuasion, reaching out, consensus, concurrence, but we shall never unleash state agencies against those opposed to our programs and to our policies. And I went ahead to assure even those who are against us, even those who hold contrary views from the ones that we hold, to give them an assurance that they are free to hold us to account, they are free to challenge us on our promises, they are free to challenge us on our mode of governance without any fear of reprisals, that we shall set the criminal justice system against them.
And on
it
that
was
point,
important.
Yeah, and on that point that, and you've talked about that before, state agencies, the criminal justice system, from where you sit being abused in the arena of politics.